How's it going, everybody? Today I wanted to talk about builder's risk insurance. If you are planning a construction project, having the right insurance in place is one of the most important things that you can do for that project. And this is where builder's risk insurance comes into play. In this video, we'll talk about when and why you need a builder's risk policy and how to get one. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Brian. I'm an independent insurance agent based here in the state of Michigan, Metro Detroit specifically, and I work with businesses on their commercial insurance as well as helping families and individuals with their personal insurance, their home, their auto insurance as well. My goal with this channel is to pass on a little bit of educational information to you so that you can make more informed decisions around your insurance and then overall help answer any questions that you might have. So let's get into it. And before we get too far into the video, I do want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. And if you find this video helpful, useful, anything like that, please feel free to like and share it with anyone else as well. First, builder's risk insurance is specifically designed for construction projects. It covers the structure of a building, either while it is being built or renovated, as well as materials, tools, and equipment that is on site or in transit. A standard property insurance policy will typically only cover finished buildings and would not provide coverage for something under construction. So without having builder's risk insurance in place, you could be left completely exposed. Now, how do you go about getting a builder's risk insurance policy? Similar to a lot of other types of insurances, you typically have three main options. First would be going direct to an insurance company, then would be working with a captive insurance company, or third would be working with an independent agent like myself. So first, let's go over what the direct option looks like. Going direct to an insurance company might seem like a good option if you do want to maybe handle everything yourself. But an important thing to know is that in many cases, the rates might not necessarily be lower, and in some cases they might even actually be higher, because when you work with an agent, they know to put certain discounts on or certain endorsements onto a policy that could potentially make your premium lower. And then another thing with going direct, you are essentially acting as your own insurance agent. This means that any sort of mistakes, whether it's missing certain coverage exclusions that you didn't know about, applying the wrong discounts, or misunderstanding the eligibility that your business actually has for the coverage that you're applying for, this all falls back on you. So if you are comfortable taking on that liability, then going direct could be a good option. But again, this isn't for everyone or every circumstance. Next, you have captive insurance companies. This might be the big name insurance companies that you're familiar with, such as with State Farm or Allstate. Captive agents represent a single insurance company, which means they typically can only offer you that company's products. These agents can be great, very knowledgeable, but they can be a bit restricted in what they can actually offer you in terms of coverage options. So if their carrier doesn't offer a specific coverage or maybe an endorsement that you need for a project, you could be out of luck with them. A one-size-fits-all approach might work for maybe some smaller or more basic projects, but for larger, more complex construction projects, oftentimes this isn't comprehensive enough. And this brings us to our third option, which is working with an independent agent. Independent agents will typically work with multiple insurance companies and carriers, which gives you, the insured, the policyholder, access to multiple options. We can typically tailor a policy directly to what your project needs are, whether it's a new build, renovation, or commercial development, and we can make sure that it fits your specific needs. Because many builders' risk policies aren't cookie cutter. A renovation project is going to have different needs than a new construction project, and residential projects are going to have different needs than a commercial building. So these are all factors that are taken into consideration when you are actually going to place a builder's risk policy. Another key area to remember with builder's risk policies is the endorsements and specific coverages that you're adding on. There are certain coverages that might not come automatically on a builder's risk policy that you want to make sure that you have in place, or maybe confirm that you don't have extremely low sublimits for these. Coverages like debris removal, ordinance or law coverage, or coverage around soft costs if there are any project delays that are unexpected. Captive or direct company options might not always be able to offer these types of coverages, so this is definitely something to consider as well. Overall, with all of this, when you are looking to get a builder's risk policy in place, it's important to make sure that you understand what your project needs are and have the coverage in place to match that. So if you are in the planning phases of a project and are looking for help around this coverage, around this policy area, I would love the opportunity to work with you and see if our team can help. There are a lot of ways to get a hold of me, and they should all be in the description below. Please feel free to text, call, email, fill out a contact form, whatever is easiest. And if you have any other questions about insurance, please feel free to leave them in the comments below or reach out directly, whatever is easiest. I would love to help answer those as well. So thank you again.